Everybody, welcome to my live stream. It's Wednesday night at 6 o'clock where I answer 3 quick questions. You might be watching on YouTube. You might be watching on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. Let me put my banner up so you know where I'm going in a few minutes, over to my Patreon page. The first thing I love is for everybody to tell me where you're watching from. I should be able to see your comments aggregate. And let me figure out how to get Instagram going here. You know how that is. No, not a post. Where's the live? There we go. And now we'll bring Instagram on in too. Sorry about the little technical thing. There we go. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Hi, Nicole in San Diego. Hello, somebody in Dubai. Nice to see you. Well, that's a little crooked over there, isn't it, on Instagram? Hi, Instagram. How are you? First thing I always like is for people to tell me where they're watching from. It's nice to know. Okay, first question is up already from YouTube. We do 3 quick questions before I head over to my Patreon, so they want to be first. Hi, BK from Connecticut. Nice to see you. I wonder why my Instagram doesn't seem to be loading right now, but let's see. Let me redo it and see if that happens, see if that works. Sorry about that, you guys. Just trying to get Instagram going. Live. There it is. Guess it's coming. Okay, first question off YouTube is, my girlfriend of 7 months canceled our date last minute. We are a 4-hour long distance drive. It's the second time she did it. She said she was sick. So you want to know what the truth is. So here's what you have to do is you have to just, that sounds really novel, but you have to ask her. You just have to say, hey, I noticed this is the second time, and I'm wondering, don't question that she's lying about her sickness. Just say, I'm wondering if your body is getting sick because you really don't want to spend time with me. Is that what's going on? It'd be nice to know the truth. It's okay to ask that. You deserve respect and love and honesty. And you also want to be able to take care of her as well. Hello from Sudbury. Hi, Ventura. How are you? Okay, this is a long question. Why is it that anxious individuals always crave for more and it's never enough for them? Because in their early childhood, there was a period of longing, that their basic needs were not taken care of emotionally on some level. And as a result, they were, kind of neglected emotionally. And so that becomes their model for love, but we can change it. It's not that there will never be enough for the anxiously attached person. It's that they need to learn to choose a partner who can give them enough. And they also need to learn how to console themselves while they're waiting for somebody else. Other questions? I don't know why Instagram's not loading. Usually the questions are popping up like crazy on Instagram. It says there are 44 followers active now. I'm hitting the button. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's my Wi-Fi or something going on with Instagram. Very strange. Very strange. All right. Well, I'll turn off Instagram and we will just stay over on the rest of our live stream. I want to remind everybody that in a few minutes, I'm going to be heading over to my Patreon page where we have our exclusive Zoom room and people can answer questions live. But if you have a couple questions that you want to post here, I'd be happy to answer them. And okay, here comes the fear of the anxiously attached person over on YouTube. My birthday's in 2 weeks. What if she canceled for my birthday again? How do I stand my ground? My nervous system said she isn't good. Well, if your nervous system is telling you that she's not good, then maybe she's not good because she's activating and she's triggering your fear response. Now, I will say you have an overactive fear response, right? It's really important to understand that. So part of your journey is learning how to self-console, learning some coping strategies for stress, whether it's meditation, exercise. The big one is just calling people who love you, friends and family, and having them remind you how lovable you are. That's a piece of it. But also we choose partners unconsciously, not our fault, who actually trigger some of our early life stuff. Okay. BK says, there's a girl on my college track team that I'm attracted to. The problem is I had my heart broken by a previous crush back in high school. How do I work up the courage to talk to her? Well, you make it a low stakes conversation. You don't run up and go, hey, I find you attractive. Would you like to go out with me? You start with walking by her and simply saying hi and see if she acknowledges you. There's no answer, no eye contact. You got some information there. If she says hello, then on another day, you go over and you say something about, oh, I see you training really hard. What kind of training do you? Don't mansplain her, especially when it comes to training. She knows what she's doing. Maybe ask her for advice. That'd be cool. But you just start with low level conversations and you watch for open body language. You watch for eye contact. You watch for my favorite word, reciprocity. Are they responding to you in an appropriate way, the way that you would like them to respond to you? And don't project all your excitement onto them, but you can do this. Hi, Akshay, welcome. Do you have a question for us? We only have time for a couple questions, and then I got to go over to get ready for my Patreon Zoom room. If you guys want to join my Patreon, there's still time. You can do it anytime. Patreon.com/Dr. Wendy Walsh. And every Wednesday we do a live Zoom room. Last week we had about 20 people and it was a great conversation. We were talking about narcissism. This week we're going to be talking about histrionic personality disorder, the drama queen. I know you all have a drama queen or king somewhere in your life. And we talk about how that personality style can impact relationships if you're dating somebody like that. Akshay says, my girlfriend is 22, I'm 26. Should I wait until her prefrontal cortex is developed? Well, I will remind you that women accelerate in their development much faster than men. So I'm going to tell you that you guys are probably about even. I don't think you need to wait for her brain to develop anymore. Here's a question. Do I believe in love languages and both? Do you believe love languages are about both how you want love and how you give it? It seems many make it more about the former. You want love. Okay, first of all, there's absolutely no scientific research on this love language. The book has become very popular. It's a Christian counselor who kind of made it up. And many psychology schools and research institutions have tried to replicate in research his ideas, but hasn't happened. So love languages are like your horoscope. You can probably project onto them anything you want. So no, I'm not a big believer in love languages. I am a very big believer in attachment style. And if you have not taken an attachment test, literally go on, Google the words Chris Fraley. He's one of the biggest researchers in the world on attachment style, Chris Fraley, attachment test. And you'll come up with a really good attachment test, experiences in close relationship survey. And then you'll understand your piece in both choosing partners, etc. You laughing at me, Akshay? Well, of course you're going to pick an introvert. Let me move back to Akshay. Of course you're going to pick an introvert. Look, the research shows that extroverts and introverts are often very good matches, but her introversion might trigger some of your anxiety because you're not getting as much back, right? So that could be a problem. You're quite welcome. I'm happy to answer. If anybody else is online, right now we're on LinkedIn, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter. Where else are we? If you're watching from somewhere else, let me know. And if you have any relationship questions, when am I getting married? Okay, this is an excellent question, Akshay, and I'm so glad you answered. Oh, there's Mia just sending love. Thank you. Where's Akshay's question? Here we go. Marriage traditionally was an institution of patriarchy. It was a way for men to have control over women. Did you know married women couldn't even get a credit card in their own name until the 1970s? They couldn't apply for a mortgage, etc. Marriage for some people represents a religious, spiritual connection. For other people, it's an economic union, a tax deduction, etc. So I think your question isn't when are you getting married, Dr. Wendy? It is what are your beliefs about marriage? And I think that marriage is absolutely the best legal nest that we have for children. If you're going to be having children with somebody, I think legal marriage, until we have free childcare in every workplace, fully paid parental leave for all genders for at least a year. Unless we have these kinds of supports for single parents, marriage is still the best deal we have for kids. But at different stages across the lifespan, especially when you accrue assets, when you have heirs, grown children, marriage becomes something very different. I think that my significant other and I may have a commitment ceremony that has some kind of significance at some point, but I don't think we'll enter into a legal or economic marriage because there are too many people in our lives now. There are too many people that we're serving and caring for, and we don't want there to be feelings of loss in those areas. Oh, that's where I am. I'm on Twitch. Hello, Minneapolis Mike. Thank you for reminding me I'm on Twitch as well. I can never remember all the places that I show up. Actually said he'd do a party for me in Ottawa. That's sweet. If anybody has one more question, I'd be happy to answer it. Actually, I keep answering so many of your questions. I'm seeing if anybody else. Oh, Patricia. Patricia asks, what's the right way to heal? Well, I do not believe that avoiding is healing. People will say, oh, I went through this terrible breakup, so I'm not going to date for a while. I'm just going to take care of myself and I'm going to heal. That's not healing. That's avoiding. Because the truth is, the only way to learn relationship skills is to tangle with somebody new. Now, I don't think you need to go the next week after a breakup. Take a little bit of time, weeks maybe. But the best way to heal is to surround yourself with people who love you for you. Your family, your close friends, your nieces and nephews, your kids. Let them remind you of what a great person you are. Secondly, if you need to go to therapy, I highly suggest it. And by the way, I think everybody needs to go to therapy at some point in their life. I never miss my weekly therapeutic appointment. And so to talk it out with a professional can really help with the healing as well. And of course, self-care, eating well, not overeating, not eating too much sugar, getting enough sleep, making sure that you exercise, all those things will support your brain so that your brain can do the healing that it needs to do. Oh, Mia has my book. Wait, I'm trying to click on things. Thank you. Which one are you reading? The 30-Day Love Detox? The other two are on my Patreon page. If you guys want to join my Patreon, you can. You go to patreon.com/Dr. Wendy Walsh. Anyway, it's been great. This is always a very short live stream because I really just want to encourage you to come and join my community of love warriors who I'm inspiring over there. We get in some really interesting conversations in that Zoom room on Wednesday nights. So it begins at 6:30 Pacific time every single Wednesday. It's so great to see you here, and we'll see you next Wednesday right here. Thanks for being here. Bye.